All right, I have to address this because I saw this in 2 deals from 2 different companies just since I opened up my laptop this morning. $15 million between the 2 of them, both deals at risk. Here's the punchline. Activity is not progress. This comes up constantly inside the RevX win rooms where rep says this deal is active and technically they're right. There are emails, there are calls, there are meetings, follow-ups. The CRM looks alive, but if I pressed just a little bit, the buyer has not moved. And it doesn't look like they're going to anytime soon, even though the rep and the CRM indicate that they might be, and they're in the forecast to do so. One of the deals this morning is with a household name company. The other is with a lesser known but national company, both massive deals, both deals on products that are absolutely important to the strategic initiatives of the prospects they're selling to, but the deals aren't moving forward. Here's the distinction. Activity is seller motion, emails sent, calls made, checking in, circling back, following up again, meeting last Monday, expecting to hear back this coming Friday. That's all activity and that's on the seller. But progress is on the buyer, getting closer to buying. The buyer shares their evaluation to commercial path and timeline. They give substantive feedback on where you measure up versus the competition. They schedule you to meet with the economic buyer. They introduce procurement. This is progress. And it's what the buyer has done, not the seller's activity. Why does activity happen without progress happening? Because sales teams don't have a playbook or a structure to map out what progress really looks like. So they do a bunch of things. They send emails, they schedule check-ins, etc. And pipeline reviews become a sort of activity theater where a bunch of activities are listed out and it sounds good, but the sales management team doesn't have a playbook to differentiate the activity from progress. I just asked the sales leader today, that on-site meeting next week with household name company, what's the purpose of that meeting? And they said to talk more about the evaluation. I said, how is that progress? They've been evaluating for 9 months. Progress will specifically be X and Y and Z. So you need to go into that meeting with A and B and C. This is one of the biggest things that win rooms expose, because in win rooms, we really unpack what has actually changed inside the buyer's movement, what still has to change within how the buyers are proceeding, what exactly do we need to do, by when, and importantly, with what tact and finesse to nurture that progress or to make not progressing outright irresponsible for the buyer. This matters enormously because many pipeline reviews accidentally reward this activity theater. So busy deals can still be dead deals, and the inability to distinguish activity from progress is one of the biggest reasons that forecasts break and you get to the end of a quarter with a massive gap. Your takeaway is this: seller activity does not create momentum, buyer movement does. And if you want your managers and sales teams to have a forum for unpacking deals with more rigor and a process and tools to do so in their own forum to create progress, to improve wins, to tighten forecast accuracy, to level up sales rep and management skills, RevX win rooms are designed to do that. Reach out.